Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then I talk about the stuff and let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that I'm going to go over there and stick in the old mouth hole and, chewing it or swallowing, depending on the circumstances and what have you. And then I'm going to go over there and use that same mouth hole and I'm going to yammer on about it. So, while I'm doing so, Peter Can Thunderbolt got some Marvel figures up there. Got a crappy old ladder off to the side. He's been here since the beginning. Well, not quite the beginning, but he did close to the beginning. Top of that, when I do these videos, a lot of times I like to wear a cool shirt. Today I'm wearing a cool shirt. It's not the coolest part of the shirt, I have to admit. So it's got a little emblem here. This is for a band called Stellar Circuits, who I have mentioned in some of my older videos. I really love these guys. They're from North Carolina. They're an excellent band. They're a band that's on the rise. Like I said, I really think they're phenomenal. At the time I'm doing this, I just got finished seeing them. And I mean, like, literally just a few hours ago. It's where I got this shirt from their show. And I decided, hey, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to do some review videos. Might as well rep the new shirt. Only problem, well, two problems. Number one, it's a bit bigger than I would have liked. They were out of 2X. Typically, that's what I wear, so I had to go for a 3X because, yeah, me going for a normal X, that's just wishful thinking, folks. But, folks, let that be a lesson to any bands out there. Especially if you're in America, you have fat fans. Okay, I'm not saying all of them are fat, but there's a good likelihood that you have some husky fans. Maybe go over there. Maybe not so many smalls. Because I'm not going to lie, I've been to lots of shows, and typically when I see like notes on like, the shirts and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, we're out of this, they usually have smalls. Maybe order like half the smalls, add a few more double X's. I'm just saying. My only other issue with it is that, like, it does have the cool emblem, but, like, the actual cool part is on the back. I'm not going to flip around, but anyway, I'm going to try it for y'all today, folks. You don't care. Go watch go check out their stuff. I got, just uploaded a video of theirs from the show, and they have stuff on YouTube. If I remember, I'll put a link to their stuff in the description. Anyway, I'm trying for y'all today, folks. Well, recently, it was announced that Coca-Cola, the mega conglomerate that they are, they're going to be going over there and axing one of their somewhat long-time running drinks. Specifically, boom, Honest Tea drinks, which I believe that they acquired some point in the 2000s maybe or something like that. I think they were a separate company. And, but yeah, I guess the sales haven't been great or something, and they just decided, you know what, we're gonna scratch the Honest Tea line. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be up for, but I figured, what the fuck, I do enjoy some tea every now and again, and I've certainly seen Honest Tea around. I've just never partaken. So, I went over there, I grabbed 3 varieties. We got the honey green tea, we've got the boom, peach oolong tea. And then finally the boom, berry hibiscus flavored herbal tea. Now I believe there's other ones available. I think there's at least one other one. These were the 3 that I was able to find when I went out. I think I got these at Target maybe. So, yeah. Apparently it's just a tad sweet. Oh, no! And it's got a whole little thing on the back. Is it the same thing for all of them? I kind of hope it is. Ugh, damn it. All right. Small decision, big impact. When you choose an honest beverage made with organic and fair trade certified ingredients, you're making a small decision that creates big impact on your well-being supply communities. Cheers, you did that. Well, thank you. We were thirsty. We couldn't find any bottled teas that were just a tad sweet. So in 1998, we brewed our own. They're not too sweet, fair trade certified whenever possible, and deliciously organic. Today we're America's #1 organic bottled tea Maybe it's because we got their thirst. Okay. You'll love our berry hibiscus flavored tea, both for what's on the label and what for not. Is the only thing, yeah, okay, the only thing that's different is just the name of the tea at the bottom. So, and honestly, yours, Seth and Barry, maybe it looks like? So, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to... I'm debating in my head. Should have worked this out beforehand. I kind of want to make it a threefer, but I know that'll make it go long. All right, you know what? We're going to try it, folks. We're going to try it. We're going to try to get it done out of the way as quick as possible. We're going to start with the honey green tea because I feel like that's a good starting place. It's the most, like, basic. And I actually do like some green tea. I mean, not like any of the fancy actual green tea stuff, like the Arizona stuff. So, which I've done some reviews for some Arizona stuff. Go look those up. Is this one good? July. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's like a day past date, so should be fine. It smells like green tea. That's, bottled green tea. It does smell different than the Arizona, though. Maybe because it's just a tad sweet. Anyway, let's try it. Oh, 19 grams of added sugars. 37%. I don't know how good or bad that is. I don't. Well, maybe that's useful to you. Maybe you do know those things. As for the, tea aspect of it, it's actually pretty good. Honestly, this honest tea, it's pretty good. And I do get what they say about it being just a tad sweet. Green tea's a pretty mellow tea taste, but I mean, it's obviously there. It still has an impact. Typically, I like it to have a little bit of sweetness, but it doesn't have to have a lot. This actually, I can see what they're talking about, their whole, elongated mission statement on the back. I can actually get what they're talking about, because it's, compared to something like Arizona, even though I wouldn't say Arizona's, super sweet or anything, this is definitely, a step down from that. It is just sort of like a, like it says, it's just a tad sweet. So you're getting the tea flavor, which isn't overly, because for me, I mean, hot teas and stuff, no thanks. Not a fan. But if it's cold, I can typically go with it. But, I have actually taken to drinking unsweetened teas because I'm trying to lower my sugar stuff. I've never really grown to like it, but I can tolerate it now. So, this, I guess it's, and I'm not talking about the health aspect of it or anything like that. That's a whole other video that I'm not qualified to do. But as just a thing, as just, for flavor reasons, it does kind of bridge that gap between, the unsweetened tea and, the typical Arizona green tea, which is, pretty sweetened. And you do get, does it have actual honey in it? Yeah, organic honey. You can actually kind of taste it. Seriously. Because it doesn't taste just like sweetened green tea. There's a little bit more to it than that. I actually do like this. This is a shame that it's, being taken off the market. I don't know if I would have, made it a regular drink or anything, but, especially if they put it in, the giant jugs, because that's part of the reason why I buy the Arizona ones. I can just buy a jug of this stuff, and nurse it for a few days. But yeah, this is actually pretty good. If they did, and if it were of a similar price range, which I don't know how realistic that would be, never mind that it's not going to exist for much longer, if they were able to go over there and put it, in the bigger containers and stuff like that, I would be down for it. I think I would actually probably prefer this over like the Arizona because there's a little bit more to it, and I do like the level of sweetness that it's at. Even though I don't dislike the level of sweetness that Arizona's at, I like the more mellow aspect. All right, first one down, doing pretty good. Let's move on to the berry hibiscus flavored herbal tea because that's the one that I grabbed. All right, I'm guessing this will be like the most flavorful because it's got the berry and stuff. Am I the only person who hates these? Like, don't get me wrong, fully understand why they're there, appreciate them for what they are. But whenever possible, I try to pop these stupid things off, man. I don't know, it's like a weird thing in my head. It just bothers me. Let's try a thing. It smells really good. Like, it kind of smells like grape juice. And I love grape juice. All right. Yeah. Ooh, that's tasty. It's also 100 calories per bottle, and it's caffeine free. Which, I mean, depending on, I do occasionally like some caffeine free tea, but usually I like yeah, this has more sugar in it. It's 25 grams versus 19, so I'm not surprised because it's definitely more. This is almost just a straight up juice. Like, if you didn't tell me about the tea aspect, I would just assume that it was like a cran grape juice. Because it's got, like, it's definitely not as cranked up as like an actual juice would be, but it's not as far off as you might think. And it's got, yeah, there's got to be like some sort of cranberry or something in this. Pomegranate, grape juice, yeah, for sure, from concentrate. Blueberry juice, okay. No cranberry. I'm kind of surprised. I would have figured cranberry. Because it does, like, it has sort of a taste not dissimilar from grape juice, and then it has kind of like a tang to it that I would associate more with cranberry. And it's like almost kind of like lightly bitter. Like, it definitely, like I said, it doesn't ever get as sweet as like a proper juice would. But again, it's like this one compared to the other one, that one I think reflected their mission statement pretty well. This one, and I'm not ragging on it because I actually do like it quite a bit. Um, this one definitely feels more like, let's move away from the mission statement and just make something that tastes good. But yeah, I do enjoy it. Like I said, it to me feels more like a juice than a tea. But it is tasty. Like, and I mean, it probably, kind of caters to my sweet tooth. So a little bit more than the other one did. I guess that's kind of what it comes down to. With the green tea, I would grab that if I wanted some tea. I would not grab this if I wanted tea. I would grab this if I wanted juice, but maybe juice with like a lower sugar count. Okay. All right, let's get to the final one. We got the peach oolong tea. I typically like peach teas. Snapple peach tea is good. I don't know what it is, man. Like, peach and tea is one of those, excuse me, one of those things that just works really well. Ooh. Sorry, I'm going to... Whew. Sorry, I just got hit with a little bit of an acid reflux. So, I'm typically not too bad with that, despite, not always exercising the best dietary habits. But every now and again, you get a little something, but it's not too bad. So, let's drink this. Right out the gate, I'll say this. The smell smells much more like tea than peach, which for like Snapple peach tea is not the case. Like the peach smell is pretty prominent. So I'm guessing that this will be more tea oriented than peach oriented. Let's give it a go. Ooh, okay. Well, I was correct. I will be honest. The whatever peach aspect there is seems to be very subtle to the extent where it's almost non-existent. I mean, it's there, but I'd have to think about it being there. If I didn't know that it had the peach aspect, I wouldn't think peach. Whenever I've had peach tea, whether it was Snapple or pretty much any other one, the peach is a punchy ass flavor, so it's usually pretty punchy in the tea. With this, they definitely made a very active attempt to dial that back and make it more about the tea. Now, here's the thing, folks. I am not a tea connoisseur. I don't have any tea certifications or anything like that. I'm not that guy. I mean, at this point, I could probably do your root beer. Uh, Maybe a couple other drinks. Tea, so I mean, I can't, like, oh, it's oolong tea. Neat. I got nothing one way or another on that. I kind of know what green tea tastes like. I know what iced tea tastes like. So I can't say if this is, like, proper oolong taste or whatever. Which, like with the other ones, I didn't really have to worry too much about. But with this one, specifically because the peach aspect is so subdued and the tea aspect is so much at the forefront, the thing is, I don't know if this is what oolong tea is supposed to taste like. If it is, I'm not that big a fan. It's smooth tasting at first. And initially, it's not bad. But then about midway through the drinking experience, it gets to this very weird taste sensation. And I am not a fan of. It's... give it a shake, see if that helps anything. Sometimes shaking up, you get some of the better aspects that maybe made their way to the bottom. Nope. Yeah, it gets to this weird point where like the flavor kind of mellows out and it almost takes on like a light bitterness. But it's not I'm not a fan of this one. Which is a shame because like I would have figured I would have been because I like peach tea. This like I was saying with the other two, right? Like the green tea seems like it represents their mission statement well. The hibiscus one again feels more like they were just aiming to like have something taste good. This is definitely more on track with, I think, again, their original mission statement because it tastes healthier. Again, not saying it's healthy, but it tastes healthier than it does good, at least to me. It actually has... Oh, wait, 17 grams. Okay. All right, yeah. For a second, I thought it said 34 grams. I'm like, how the fuck does this have 34 grams of sugar? Because it's not sweet. This is definitely one where I feel like maybe they were... Is this one like... Yeah, man, I'm not digging this one too much. For me, it's way, way too far away from what my brain is used to as being peach tea. Maybe, if you're a more health conscious individual, or maybe if you're more of a tea person, and maybe the oolong aspect of it is kind of your deal, maybe go with it. But for me personally, this is one I won't lament being gone. The other two, I'm actually 100% on board with. This one personally, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, if you... The only people I could recommend this to are people who like peach tea, but not actually, and just want something that says that it's peach tea, because quite frankly, that's what this feels like to me. It's like some sort of cruel joke being played on me by the honest tea people. And I don't typically like to be negative like that, but yeah, I'm really not a big fan of this one. Whereas again, conversely, both of these, really down for. These I can genuinely see not only, trying as a review, but like if I saw them in a store or something like that, every now and again, I would be willing to pick one or both of these up. I like both of these. So they both definitely get my recommendation. This one, no. There's just, I did like a review, like I think last month maybe, for like moonshine tea. One of those was a peach tea. Wasn't my favorite peach tea in the world, but it was worlds better than this. Go watch that video, by the way. Yeah, this one, maybe that's what killed the company, folks. Maybe they were hedging their bets way too much on their peach oolong tea. And, I don't know how the critical reception was, but maybe it tanked the company. Probably not. But, yeah, again, sorry. So, anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. By the way, I apologize. This video went long. I tried. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of your week. Monumental rest of your month. Stupendous rest of your year. And if you could go over there and have yourselves a berry hibiscus flavored herbal tea rest of your life. But probably not from Honesty, because again, they're not going to exist for much longer. I don't think, unless, Also, I would check the dates on these if you decide you're going to grab them before they're gone. Because I got one. This one's out of date by like about a month. This one's out of date by like a couple days. And this one's out of date by a couple weeks. So I imagine at this point most places are probably just trying to get rid of their stock. So maybe go ahead. I mean, all of them are fine. I don't think I'm going to die. I mean, one day maybe. I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether or not I might be the Highlander. We'll see how that goes. I definitely won't be the one to get the prize. Like, at some point in time, someone's definitely going to take my fucking head off if that's the case. But, I could live for a few centuries. I'd be all right with that. Anyway, final 2 things for me, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, even if it doesn't always feel like it. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Okay, it's not always possible. Trust me. I was out there when I was on my way to the show. Stellar Circuits, again, check them out. I had to drive into the city. I don't like driving into the city. I'm kind of an anxious driver, especially if I'm not, super familiar with the area and stuff. And, not a bad drive, but it did put me a little bit on edge. And hey, man, one of the things I don't like about city driving, folks in the city, they're just going to do whatever the hell they're going to do. It's all about who wants it more, and I never want it enough. But I didn't go over there, fishtail somebody off the side of the road and beat them to death just because they cut in front of me. I'm not going to do that. For one thing, that's not going to go well for me. But try to mitigate the level of assholeness in your life. That's what I'm talking about. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. Maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to start up a petition. I'm sure there's already one available. To save Honest Tea. Because honestly, folks, Honest Tea deserves to be on the shelves at your local establishments. Yeah, it didn't come together at the end there. But maybe you want to do that, but not the peach one. Otherwise, folks, conversely, do something more productive, like go make some pineapple upside down cake. That sounds random, but I have a pineapple light over here. I can't show it because it doesn't reach the cord and everything. But yeah, go do that. Pineapple upside down cake is really good. Bye.